Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to Atlanta Grill Company for another short. Today I'm going to teach you how to make another great side item. We're going to make some dinner yeast rolls that are perfect as a side for a meal, or they're great for little slider buns. So let's get started. The first thing I want to do to get started on this dinner roll project is get my yeast going. So I've got a little bit of lukewarm water here that's about 95 degrees, and I'm going to put just a little bit of sugar in that and kind of stir it in to get it dissolved a little bit, and then I'm going to dump my yeast in there. And I'm also going to kind of hit that with the measuring spoon here a little bit to get that yeast combined with this water, and we're going to let this sit for 10 minutes or so. The next thing I want to do in my stand mixer is put some butter in there and our sugar, our first bit of sugar, and we're going to cream that together. I've let that butter soften, so we're going to cream this while our yeast is blooming. Now that I've got that creamed, I'm going to add my milk. And I've warmed up the milk in the microwave to about 90 degrees or so, and I've got 3 eggs here also that we're going to dump in, and I'm going to turn that on slow and mix that for about a minute. When I have that combined, I'm going to switch out the paddle for the dough hook. We'll raise the bowl back. I'm going to get my yeast mixture dumped in there. And then I'm going to turn the mixer on slowly, and I'm going to slowly incorporate my flour and salt. And when I have all the flour and salt incorporated, I'm just going to let this knead slowly until it becomes a shaggy dough mass. And once all the dough has come together, I'm going to stop the mixer and let that rest for 10 minutes. After this is rested for about 10 minutes, I'm going to start the mixer again, and we're going to let that knead with the dough hook for about 7 more minutes. And this dough's finished kneading, and it's going to look a little loose like that, which is fine. We're going to take this and put it into a greased bowl. So I've got my greased bowl. I'm just going to kind of loosely shape this into a dough ball. I'm going to pinch it up at the back. I'm going to kind of roll it around, then we're going to flip it over and cover it in plastic and let it rise. My dough's risen up nicely here, so we're going to get the plastic wrap off, and then I'm just going to punch it down, kind of deflate that dough, and I'm going to roll it out onto my cutting board. And what I've got to do here is divide this up into, you can go 16 or 20 rolls. I'm going to try to divide this up into 20 rolls, so I'm going to work on breaking these pieces down. Okay, I've got these broken down into 20 relatively equal size pieces. So what I want to do now is kind of just ball these up, and I'm going to set them in a greased baking dish. So now I've got these all in my baking dish, and what I want to do is just quickly baste the top of these with a little bit of softened butter. And then we're just going to cover this up with a towel and let this sit here on the countertop and let it rise for another hour. We've been letting these guys rise here on the counter for another hour, and those look beautiful. So what I'm going to do is hit these once more with a little baste of softened butter on top, and then we're going to take these outside and get them on the grill. Okay, I've got the classic running here at 350 with the Dojo. So I'm going to slip the lid open. We're going to drop that in there, get the lid closed back, and we're going to let this cook for 15 to 20 minutes until they're done. We've been going right at about 20 minutes, and I believe these guys are looking just about perfect. I'm going to take these off and we're going to let them cool. Okay folks, I've let these cool a little bit, and I've loosened one up here in the corner. Man, that's still really nice and hot, almost too hot to eat, but I want you to have a look at that. Yeah, it needs to cool a little bit more, but look how fluffy that is. We're going to have a taste here in just a moment. Let's tear that little piece off of there and give this a try. Folks, that's absolutely amazing. Delicious yeast rolls. These are as good as any. They make perfect sides for your meal. They make perfect slider buns. So give these a try and let me know what you think. Until next time, this is John Setzler with Atlanta Grill Company.